Reoffending within 1 year for sexual offences over 13%. Fraud offences, well, you can see. What are these numbers? And who do they apply to? Well, they apply to people we could have gotten rid of, but now we can't. What were you looking at there? Well, those are the recidivism, that's reoffending rates, for individuals who would have been deported from the UK under the EU arrest warrant, and those countries could have applied to us for extradition, meaning we wouldn't have had to pay for their trials. And, oh, by the way, that not existing, it means if a woman or girl is raped by a non-English national, now she has to go abroad to get a trial. If he's extradited or leaves the country, you're all calling for him to be removed. Fine, well that can mean an 8-year-old girl has to go to Poland and fight in court there for justice. Thanks, she says to you all, I'm sure. And who's created this situation? Well, Nigel Farage, hasn't he? A hard Brexit meant we no longer have that Interpol access as easily, and we no longer have the cooperation. It means that criminals who we would have been notified on, even if they'd only travelled through an EU country, now we're not. And they are free to roam within our population, creating acts of perversion, sickness and violence against our women and girls. You see, the EU had a means of taking care of these people. Now we do not, and we're not taking part in theirs either. Nigel Farage created this situation. You keep seeing women and girls in the press who've been raped by migrants. Nigel's done that. Nigel's created that situation. All of his voters have called for that situation. They've doubled and tripled down and insisted they want it, and now they're saying they want something done about it, and they're blaming Labour. Why would they blame Labour? Why? Who wanted a hard Brexit? Who wanted us to leave the EU? Who wanted no freedom of movement? Because that ability to exchange information and get them chucked out of our country or prosecute them here, that was tied to our freedom of movement. So fine. Now, none of you can go abroad easily without paying visa requirements. You can't go and live and work there easily at all. You're kind of trapped here. Women and girls are also trapped here. And whenever anyone crosses our borders, who could be from really any country but have passed through the EU, those women and girls now have no recourse, really, if they're raped or murdered. Their families don't have any, none. And Nigel's done that. Those reoffending rates I read out to you are extreme. And the cost to women and girls, I mean, here we go, look below me, look at the cost. Over £300,000 to society from one rape. Grooming gang victims have been left vulnerable by this. They've been left vulnerable, it's harder for them to get justice. And Nigel had the cheek to stand next to one of them in public and comment, let's not talk about your private life. She looked utterly crushed, my heart broke for her. Where's his apology for her? Where's his apology for doing this to women and girls?